offensively in the first quarter?
We just played together, and we went back to what worked. Which was a couple post-ups, and they played small, had a small force. So we just try to keep attacking that, and then we played defense, got the rebound, ran, and just played the right way. I think that it just like naturally the ball will go around and find everybody at some point.
Do you think there are things you can incorporate offensively when Ashik and Omer are together, with Ashik and Smith are together, when Harden and Parsons are back, or is the lane just going to be a little clogged to do what you guys do?
No, I think we can do. You can always do anything with any 5 players. It's just a matter of being able to buy into it and work on it and go through the kinks of doing something new at this point. But I think for us, I don't know what it's going to look like, but that's something that we should consider because I think it worked well, especially if there's a mismatch. I think that's when we really need to expose it.
What do you like about Ashik and Smith playing together? What do you think is working well with that combination?
I think defensively it's solid. They get a lot of rebounds. They protect the paint, and I think that's really important. And then, I think they both have the ability to finish around the rim and create a lot of problems and matchup problems. I think not every team has a big 4-man who can guard either of them in the post.
Can you speak to how much Omer has grown offensively this year?
Yeah, he's grown a lot. He really has. Just even little things like being in the right place at the right time, or finishing quickly before the defense gets there, or picking up, catching balls that he might not have caught before. So he's definitely coming a long way.
Jeremy, what can you take from these last 2 games? Having the ball in your hands more, obviously there's going to be more responsibility for you with James out. How can you take those things and then incorporate them when he returns?
I think it's just a matter of being able, touches and the usage rate will go down, but I think the key is to make sure that when those touches do come, that it looks or it's in the system that we had tonight. So what I mean by that is just it looks like if I'm coming off a pick and roll, we got to keep the same spacing, we got to keep the same structure. If we're running and we can play off of each other, we can have 2 pick and rolls, one on one side of the floor, swing into another, and it's just a matter of creating that structure and that spacing that we sometimes get a little bogged down when we have all of me, Chandler, and James all in there.
Is it a little more comfortable for you though to have the ball in your hands and not have to worry about that so much?
Tonight I was the point guard, and I wasn't just, I wasn't a point guard on the team. I was kind of the point guard, and I think that's, it was nice, but we're a much more dangerous team with James, and the fact of the matter is we got to be able to do what we both are really good at together at the same time for each other also, and I think it's not that we don't want it, we're just trying to figure it out at times, and when I'm out of the game and he gets to go, I get to see what he's capable of, and he's been hurt, and so I've been able to kind of do a little more.
Do you feel that you guys can make up for whatever clogging of the lane there might be with the 2 bigs in together for you and James? Can you make up for it the way you got the ball inside to them at the rim tonight? Can you do that enough to make up for whatever you might lose?
It just depends on the team, the mismatch, the game. I think it depends on who we're playing against. I think for us tonight, it was easy in terms of being able to, play high-low and different things like that you might not see in our offense. I think definitely if we work on it, yeah, we can. And I think it's also one of those things where it's a different lineup that we can always go to if we need it. And so we can go small sometimes, but we can also go big. So that's something.
Without James and Chandler in the lineup, things aren't supposed to be this easy. How did things get so easy tonight?
We played really, really hard. The last 2 games we played really, really hard. We've really played. The ball has zipped across back and forth, and Omer and Greg have been beasts down low. They've stepped it up, and we're a better team with James and Chandler, so we're going to need them, especially coming down the stretch. But guys have really picked it up in their absence.
Towards the end of the game, do you think that maybe you might be going back in considering how close they're making it?
Yeah, I don't know. Seem to be allergic to fourth quarters these days, so I wasn't sure what to expect. So I don't really know. I was. They told us to stay warm and stay ready, but you know, good thing we didn't really need to go back in. I mean, it was pretty close. It was kind of tense, but we pulled it out, and that's all that matters. The win is a win.
Obviously, the road trip's really important.